What's up guys, Dan here, and here is my step-by-step guide to making $1,000 a day on Amazon FBA. You guys requested it and I'm finally releasing it to you guys, so I'm super pumped for you. I'm going to be showing the best strategy to make $1,000 a day in passive income from your Amazon FBA store, and the best way to make sure that you keep hitting those $1,000 days every single day in passive income, which obviously turns out to be $30,000 a month. Now, there is a specific strategy to making $1,000 a day in passive income on Amazon FBA, and I feel like a lot of people just aren't aware of this strategy, and it's the one that I've personally discovered through trial and error. Obviously, if you've been in a business for a while, any income stream, any business, you guys know this as well as I do, you'll start to realize things, you'll start to see patterns, and you'll see exactly how they got to that point of making $1,000 a day. Now, $1,000 a day, that's an amazing income, obviously, for anyone in the world. And anyone who is watching this video, I assure you, is able to make this income for yourselves, and you might have some limiting beliefs stopping you. But trust me, before I get this video started, I just want to tell you that anybody watching this video can do it. I always say that if you want to succeed at something, any income stream, especially like Amazon FBA, and maybe you're a beginner, I'll always say that knowledge is key, and learning from the best and learning from experienced people and having a mentor like me here in this video for you guys is key to hitting those goals, especially a goal like $1,000 a day. It's 2018 and there has never been a better time to get into selling on the #1 e-commerce platform in the world, Amazon FBA. But the real question is, how do you actually succeed and make $1,000 a day on Amazon? Now, it's actually possible to make this from one product. And I'm sure that you guys have been seeing videos, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month products, right? Finding those products, and it's possible because that's what happened to my first successful product. If you get lucky and if you choose the perfect product with the right price, with a great profit margin, and a great ability to put your brand on it and maybe even differentiate it, add some value, improve the product based on looking at negative reviews from your main competitors, there is a strategy to get to $1,000 a day on Amazon FBA for anyone watching this video. All you have to do is keep watching this video, don't go anywhere, learn the strategy, apply the strategy in order to crush your passive income goals and live that ultimate dream life. Now let's go to my computer where I'm going to break down the strategy step by step for you guys. All right, what's up guys? So let's go ahead and get right down into the $1,000 a day in passive income on Amazon FBA strategy, all right? And the very first thing you must learn, the very first thing we must begin, because entrepreneurship is always a mix between mindset and actually doing things. I would actually say that 80% of entrepreneurship is mindset and 20% is actually, for example, doing Amazon, doing product research, releasing products, and actually applying yourself in a particular income stream, okay? But 80% of it is mindset. If you don't have the abundance entrepreneurial mindset, you'll keep going past your failures, you'll persist and things like that, then there's not even a point in doing entrepreneurship, because even if you succeed with any income stream in Amazon FBA, it won't last, all right? And I want this to last for you guys. So the very first thing that you must learn is called the Pareto Principle. It's something called the Pareto Principle, and it's essentially the 80-20 rule. And I'm not sure if you guys have already heard of this or not, but it's probably one of the most important rules to learn in life, okay? And especially for this strategy, especially for this Amazon FBA $1,000 a day strategy, you absolutely must learn this, all right? So 80% of your success comes from 20% of your actual work. And if you apply this to Amazon FBA, 80% of your income on Amazon is going to come from 20% of your products on Amazon, right? So that's just how it is, and that's just how I've seen it from my observation, from my experience, selling on Amazon ever since I began a little more than a year ago. That's just how it is. And I'll show you guys examples of storefronts where you'll see this exact principle at work, because everything in life, right? And as soon as I realized this, everything in my life changed, because I started focusing on the 20% that would get me the 80% of the results instead of on the 80% of the work that would get me the 20% of the results, right? The thing is that you still need to be releasing products, and you never know when that one product is going to actually be responsible for 80% of your income, so $800 a day in this case. So it might sound a little bit confusing, but trust me guys, it's very simple. So now I'm going to show you guys some examples of storefronts, just to show you guys that this is literally true. And I don't hear many people talking about this on Amazon or on YouTube or anything like that, because if you look and anywhere in life, and especially on Amazon, you'll see this, the 80-20 rule in action. So I pulled up a random storefront right here, all right? Just a random storefront that I found. I was looking at this product right here, the salad cutter bowl set, and so I just pulled it up, and just to show you guys, how true the 80-20 rule is. So if we pull up Jungle Scout, this is the Chrome extension. You need this to do product research on Amazon FBA, because it shows you the revenue of products and how many reviews they have and things like that. So you can actually pull this up on storefronts and look, right? One product is making about 50,000 a month, and then we got 26,000, 16,000, and then the rest of them aren't really making nearly as much as this one product, right? And if you literally pull up any storefront on Amazon, it's the exact same thing. You'll see that most storefronts have 1, 2, or 3 products responsible for most of the revenue, of their store on Amazon. So here I pulled up another storefront right here. We've got our trusty barbecue gloves, of course. So if we pull up Jungle Scout, as you can see, 19,000 a month, 10,000, and then the rest is not really making much money, right? So as you can see, the 80-20 rule really exists, especially on Amazon FBA. Now that you know that, now that you can see that most storefronts on Amazon are actually, following that 80-20 rule, how do you actually get that one product or those two products that will be responsible for most of your income on Amazon? And I'm going to break it down for you guys in this $1,000 a day strategy. So remember, 80% of your income is going to come from 20% of your products on Amazon FBA. So let's continue. Now the key is to release those 1 to 2 products that will generate 80% of your income. So in this case, $800 a day. So I broke it down for you guys depending on your storefronts here. Let's say as an example, a storefront with 3 to 4 products. And by the way, I would recommend the perfect frequency of releasing products. So the perfect time to release product, I would say 1 product a month. That's what I've been doing ever since I began, and it's the most stable. Don't try to do 2 or 3 products a month unless you really have a lot of startup capital, and then you kind of are not focused. And I've always believed that focus is everything in entrepreneurship, of course. So with a 3 to 4 product storefront, your product number 1 is going to be making $700 a day. Product number 2 is going to be making about $200 a day, and then 3 and 4 are going to be making about $50 a day. And the same thing is with the 6 to 7 product storefront. And with any number of products on a storefront, right? Product 1, $500 a day. Product 2, $250 a day. 100, and then product 4 to 7 are going to be making $20 to $70 a day each. So literally, 4 products are going to be making a lot less than just 1 product. And that's just how it's going to be. So the key is to release 1 to 2 products that will generate 80% of your income. How do you get to those 1 to 2 products? Well, you have to keep releasing products because you never know which one is going to be responsible for most of your income, right? You never know. You just got to keep trying, and you got to keep persisting because, all you have to be aware of is that one of the products or 2 of the products they're going to release are going to be responsible for $800 a day, out of your $1,000 a day. So now, how do you get to a store like that with maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products? Build a brand. This is the most important thing on Amazon FBA. You've got to build a brand, and essentially what a brand is, it's a line of 3 to 6 products that are complementary and serve the same target market. So essentially, if one person will buy 1 product, they're also going to want to buy, the rest of the products that you have because they serve the same target market and they solve maybe, similar problems or problems that the same target market has. All right. So how do you find that niche or the target market for your brand? So my best advice is use product research techniques that I teach on the channel and in the Amazon Freedom course to find a profitable product. And then, just look for a profitable product. And then if it's selling well, expand and then build a brand, all right? Because before you actually have 1 product that's doing well, you don't know, essentially where you're going to be building a brand. So I recommend just release a product, and then if it does well, build a brand around that product, okay? Because I'm sure that if there's 1 product that's selling well in that particular target market, trust me, there are more than 3 or 4 that you can also add on top of that product and expand a product line and build a real brand. And also with a brand, it becomes a lot tougher to, cut down your prices. It becomes a lot tougher for your competitors to just come in and take away your sales because now you have something called brand equity, and now people will actually trust your brand as someone that's going to buy from your brand. They're going to recommend it to their friends and be like, yeah, I bought from this brand is good. So you're building up the actual value of your brand. So here are some tips to get to $1,000 a day on Amazon FBA. These are the best tips from all my experience on Amazon that I can personally give you to get to that number, and not only to get to that number, but to get to that stable, all right? So every single day, every single month. So the first thing is try to differentiate, add value to your product to make customers buy yours instead. So a great way to do that is look at negative reviews of your competitors, see what you can fix. Chinese suppliers are always very willing to, improve the value of your product. They're always very willing to work with you depending on to adopt any kind of changes or to adopt any kind of improvements or maybe to improve the quality of your material and things like that. So try to differentiate, because if you're selling like a spatula that's already being sold on Amazon with like 50 other spatulas, why would someone buy your spatula? They're just going to buy the very top spatula on the first page. And, that becomes a war of getting to the top of the first page, right? And, obviously that's a lot harder than just adding value to your brand. And that way people perceive more value from your product, which is going to help you rank to the top of the first page anyway, all right? So tip number 2, look for products with high profit margins. So above 45% for sure, making around $8 to $12 profit per unit, okay? And if you don't know how to calculate profit, there's actually an amazing Amazon profitability calculator in the Amazon Freedom course. So my students have access to that. That's what I've been using to calculate my own profit accurately, because it also estimates exactly how much money you're going to be making in profit over the next couple months, depending on how many units you're selling. And tip number 3, always think outside the box, okay? If you want to win at this game, if you want to win at Amazon FBA and at anything in life, you have to always think outside the box, right? Don't just do what everyone else is doing. Don't just do what, all the other people on Amazon are doing. Just think outside the box. Think about how you can go that one step further, add some value, differentiate, all right? And always, please, 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 always make sure to put a logo on your product, because I still get questions from people. I still get questions, even from my students. Can I just not do a logo for my first product? No. All right, because if you're not doing a logo, you're not building a brand, and essentially what happens is you're selling a spatula. It's a no-name spatula, and who wants to buy no name, right? No name is associated with cheap, right? In any country, in any part of the world. So Tip number 4, make sure your product is not restricted, has no health regulations with the FBA, etc. Okay, and a great way to do that is to create a ghost listing. So just create a listing on Amazon and then just leave it there. Fill out some keywords, fill out a title, fill out a description before investing into your product on Amazon. Leave it up for a week, and if it's still there, you're good. All right. And then tip number 5, after every single failure, rise up and believe in yourself. It's the most important thing. Most people, especially on Amazon and any entrepreneurial venture, as soon as they fail, they'll just give up and they'll say it's not for me, right? And then that leaves maybe the top 2 or 1% to try again. Maybe 2% of people try again and then they fail again and they give up, right? And then that leaves the top 1% of people and they actually succeed on the 3rd try. So after every failure, rise up and believe in yourself. It's the most important thing, okay? Self-confidence is key in anything, okay? If anyone's doing this, if there are people out there making millions on Amazon FBA, literally there should be nothing. There's nothing stopping you from doing it, okay? Because you have the same resources that they do. You have the same internet connection. You have a computer. There's nothing that should be stopping you, okay? And the last and final tip is invest in a course and mentorship, all right? This is so important. And how I started was I actually invested in multiple courses when I was starting Amazon FBA, and that's been, super essential, because if I didn't have a course or a mentor or, mentors, because I had multiple mentors, then, literally I would have so many questions. I would be making so many dumb mistakes, investing in products that are clearly banned or restricted, losing thousands of dollars and pushing back my success by years, literally years. All right. So, the one thing that I can attribute my fast success to was investing into mentors and into course. So I do offer my mentorship in the Amazon Freedom course, which I believe is the best course out there, of course. According to my students, you can watch the student interviews out there, and each one of my students gets my one-on-one mentorship, because I think it's super important to have direct communication with someone who is successful on Amazon FBA. All right, so make sure that you do invest in a course and a mentor, whether it's my Amazon Freedom course or whether it's a course. I just want to see you succeed. And yeah, those are the best tips to get to $1,000 a day. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this step-by-step $1,000 a day passive income guide on Amazon FBA. Now, for the next video, I want to release a brand new student interview from one of my students in the Amazon Freedom course, someone that I mentored step-by-step, one-on-one through the Amazon Freedom course to get to either $10,000, $20,000 a month, or $30,000 a month in passive income. So if you guys want to hear the perspective of a successful student on Amazon FBA living their dream life now and being financially free, just leave a comment right down below. Amazon success, 2 words, Amazon success. And if we can get the video to 100 comments, I'm going to go ahead and release that video for you guys. And if you are interested in a step-by-step blueprint to making 6 and 7 figures a year on Amazon FBA, go ahead and check out the Amazon Freedom course. The link is right down below, and that is my mentorship program where you get access to my course as well as my one-on-one mentorship. Now, it is closing soon, so don't miss out. Go ahead and join. Click the link below, and as soon as you join, send me a message on Facebook. There's a link to my personal Facebook profile on there, and I'm going to go ahead and get the mentorship started for you. And now, for those of you that have watched all the way to the end of this video, I have a little reward for you guys. It's time for our daily $100 PayPal giveaway, where I'm going to send $100 straight to your PayPal account. And all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave the video a like, and leave your funniest, most interesting, or most valuable comment in the comment section down below. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose the best comment, the most valuable, the funniest, or the most interesting comment, and I'm going to go ahead and send you $100 straight to your PayPal account. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on social media, Instagram and Snapchat. The links are right down below. And I'll see you guys soon.